Hey, it's your boy once again, KC Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC, and I want to talk about real fast, since I didn't make my usual 3 or 4 videos today, Frank Warren. Now, first of all, I want to give a shout out to Blue Blood Sports for doing this interview. It was a great interview with Frank Warren. And Frank Warren, we know, is a promoter from the UK. He's a promoter of Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, who will be fighting Deontay Bronze Bomber Wilder on December the 1st. Now, Blue Blood asked Frank Warren, well, what did you say about everybody thought this fight was not going to happen? And Frank Warren stopped and said, wait, not everybody, just one. And that was Eddie Hearns, which is true. Eddie Hearns, to this day, still think the fight is a 50-50 chance that it will not happen. Now, that is pure hating on someone. See, I put out a video of Eddie Hearns, the one that it blacked out for some reason, but it showed the interview with Eddie Hearns. And it only got 7 views. Why? I don't know, but it was a lot of juicy shit in there. I'm talking about Eddie Hearns' hate for Shelly Finkel is in there. Eddie Hearns' hate for Team Wilder is in there. He tries to discredit the lies in there. He also says that Deontay Wilder did a great job using Anthony Joshua's name to rise his profile. It's in there. Now, what I don't get, why I didn't get 7 views, I don't know. Maybe because I'm a new channel, and maybe the little blackout in between where you just hear my voice and not no picture. You know, I don't know what happened. I'm not going to blame YouTube or myself. I don't know. But the interview is straight and clear. But you have to stick around and pretty much watch it. But anyway, get back to the interview. Frank Warren was real. You know, I can look at someone and say if they lying or not. I can give them pretty much lie detector test, I'll call it. Yes, I can tell if someone's lying. It's certain movements people make. I studied at Robert Morris College. That's why I know. Anyway, it's certain movements that a person makes. It's certain movements they make with their eyes, with facial features. And I can tell that Frank Warren is not lying. And he also told Blue Blood Sports that, first of all, Barry Hearns don't have shit to do. Well, he didn't say shit, but he don't have anything to do with what's going on right here today. Talking about Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. And he go on to say that they are putting on fights that people wants to see. Not Anthony Joshua fighting Dylan White again after he stopped him in the 7th round. So they gonna do it again? And what's so make it so bad? This is me now talking. What make it so bad? The UK people don't even give a damn. They're not saying, well, we don't want to see this fight. Now, I have to admit, Anthony Joshua profile has dropped a lot. He did not sell out his last fight. He did not look good in his last fight. And yes, people can say, oh, what? That's all? He sold 1.5 million tickets in 25 minutes? You know what? No, that's damn good. See, you all pay only, what, $60 for a ticket? Try paying for a ticket over here. I don't even think you all can afford it. Just laugh out loud. Just a joke. I know you probably can. But our tickets are triple times higher than your tickets. And yes, that was damn good. For 2 months out, Deontay Wilder had a right to fall on the ground when he heard that. So, that's the fight people want to see. They want to see the best fighting the best. Not some B-level fighter, which is in a main event tonight in my city, and you paying $10 and such plus tax to watch it. You don't want to watch no B-level and amateurs fight. No. PBC and Top Rank, I had to give it to them too. They will put on the best fights, especially PBC, because most of the fighters belong to PBC. Most of the champions are with PBC. And some champions that with other promoters are still advised by Al Heyman. As I mentioned, his advisory duties do not stop when a fighter leaves and go with another promoter. It doesn't matter where you go. If you still have agreement with Al Heyman, then he still get a percentage of your purse when you fight. It doesn't matter who is your promoter. Read the contract. It's online. And check out the Blue Blood interview. And so Al Heyman pretty much say, hey, you can go. You can go with any promoter you want. I'm gonna make the best decision for you if you stay with me. But if you go, you're still under an advisory contract. And which is true, Al Heyman does look out for his fighters. So Eddie Hearns want to pick up Al Heyman and pretty much copy after him. So Eddie Hearns said, well, I have to start overpaying the fighters. No, Al Heyman don't overpay fighters. He paid fighters for what they worth. Not like when Don King was ripping people off. Yes, I said it. And it's true. Today, promoters shouldn't do that. See, Oscar De La Hoya has his cash cow, Canelo Alvarez. If Charlo whoop his ass, then it's all gone. So what he do? He ship him up. Then you got Eddie Hearn. If they would have fought Deontay Wilder, Deontay Wilder would have pretty much knocked him out. Then his cash cow is gone. But Al Heyman, he had many cash cows. Trust me. I'm not going to name Danny Garcia. I'm not going to name Earl Spence. I'm not going to name Sean Porter. I'm not going to name Keith Thurman. No, I'm not going to name just those. I'm not going to name that he made Floyd Mayweather a billionaire. I'm not going to say that he's a Harvard graduate. He's a very great producer. He produces Drake. I'm not going to go into that. I'm going to go into what Frank Warren continued on saying. Like he said, He believes in putting on the best fights, the fights that people want to see. That's how boxing should work. Boxing should have to be pulling here and pulling there, pulling here, pulling there, lying there, lying there. As I mentioned once before, if Deontay Wilder ever meet up with Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, he can forgive, because he's an old down south southern hospitality boy. But he's not going to fucking forget. He's going to have Anthony Joshua on that campus with a pipe stuck in his ass. That's right. Facts is facts. Lying is lying. Now, I don't think, like Frank Warren said in the interview with Blue Blood, he said, I don't think Anthony Joshua was scared to fight Deontay Wilder. And I believe that also. He said the people around him, like the Hearns, were scared of their cash cow leaving. And I just said that. That's right. And he's correct. And another thing why I don't think he lied. See, when you're a promoter, and especially in the UK or the United States, you travel in certain circles of people that know things or hear things. So I know he knows what he's talking about, because him and Eddie Hearn are the top promoters in the UK. So we know that Anthony Joshua wanted to fight Deontay Wilder, but his team did not want him to fight Deontay Wilder. Are you hearing me, UK people? This is what I'm saying. His trainer / promoter thought it would be a very, very high risk to get in there with Wilder. So, of course, they make the fake offers, and they make the offers that's so outrageous that they know they're going to say no. And that's what pretty much went down. Now they're running, trying to scuffle, because they have to put on a show April, so they don't have nobody else. So, well, we have to reach in our camp and see who we can find. Well, Dylan White. That's the only really true heavyweight he have. Oh, we got a cruiserweight heavy. I mean, how many people in a cruiserweight? What? 1, 2? I think 2, maybe 3. That's about right. So, if you want to go out and pay $10 plus tax to watch amateurs, MMA, B-level fighters that fight in the main event, it's okay. I'm gonna put it this way: the zone is like a lower class. Okay, you have a condo downtown Chicago, beautiful site, beautiful place. Then you have the projects, which they tore down, and that's why there's a lot of violence in the city of Chicago, because you don't go in nobody else's neighborhood and trying to run it. Anyway, that's how the zone is designed. PBC is up top, the zone is at the bottom. You have the champions, or A level or A side fighters, versus B up top fighters. See, the zone highest is the B level fighters. Jesse fucking Vargas. Give me a break. So Frank Warren is pretty much on point of everything he said. And also, this was a good interview from my boy, Blue Blood Sports. Salute. Now, I also want to talk about my other homie, Hearns International Boxing. And he is correct. I put a video out on this also. When you call out somebody, you either step in that ring and go in between the ropes, face to face, like Earl Spence did to Sean Porter. He said, and I quote and unquote, "Hey, you got the WBC belt, I got the IBF, let's unify. I like your daddy, I like you, but business is business, let's get it on next." And of course, Sean Porter said, "It look like I'm scared, Jim." Talking about Jim Gray, who was doing the interviewing. So, everybody thinking this fight is going to be next. But, we got a rude awakening. Now, I don't know if Sean Porter knew that before he entered the ring or after. But I know once he got back to the locker room, he had to say, well, let's see what the WBC wants him to do. Now, he's changing his story and said that he has to fight 2 mandatories. Well, one would be Andre Berto, and he's waiting on the other mandatory. But, as my boy Ticket TV would say, he can put an end to all that bullshit. Yes, he can. He can put an end to all that bullshit and just say, I'll fight Earl Spence next. That's it. Because Earl called him out. And that's what you mean by calling someone out. Now, what Fanon was trying to explain was true. You can't call no one out through somebody else's mouth. Hey, Bo-Mag, come here, let me tell you something in your ear. Call Earl Spence out for me. No, Terrence Crawford did not call Earl Spence out. And actually, Bo-Mag really didn't call Earl Spence out for Terrence Crawford. He just said that he's tired of fighting 5 and 6 rated fighters. Of course, paraphrasing here. He wants to fight the best in the 147 division. You know, he wants to maybe fight like Earl Spence next. But we have to be realistic. And Bo-Mag has to be realistic. He knows that that is not going to happen right now. And that's a part of politics and boxing. Sure, you could demand a lot of things, but that don't mean you're going to get it. So, everybody gets on their high horse and say, well, Terrence Crawford, you know, people that like Terrence Crawford, well, Terrence Crawford called out Earl Spence. No, he did not. Terrence Crawford did not say, Earl Spence, I want to fight you. I want to fight you next. Let's make it happen. Let's sit down and hash out the details, the venue, the purse, everything else. You know, negotiations. And let's get it on. We'll see who's the best. And they both are good fighters. I like both of them. But if I had my choice, I would say Earl Spence would edge it out probably around the 7th or 8th round. Because he does break his opponents down. Now, Terrence Crawford can't move all 12 rounds. Now, your head can move, but your body can't move. So, and we know Earl is a great ass body puncher. So, that's my take on it. Which, I have a lot more to say about it, but I don't want to get into it right now. But, I get what Fanon is saying. To call out someone, you have to actually, personally, talk to that person, either face-to-face, directly, or you don't even have to see him. You can call him out on the radio. But Terrence Crawford never said, I want Earl Spence next. I'm calling you out, Earl. You can run, but you can't hide. I'm calling you out. Like everybody was calling out Floyd Mayweather. You know, everybody was calling him out. So let's put that to rest. Let's put that to bed. He did not do that. Okay? And Frank Warren is correct. They did not want to fight Deontay Wilder. Anthony Joshua might have, but his team did not want to fight him. And Eddie Hearns, if you go back and watch my video, yes, you will see the intro. Then I will come in with my voice, but the screen was just black, just not even 4 minutes. Then the interview comes in, and you will see everything hateful that Eddie Hearns has for Wilder and Shelley Finkel. I mean, he even says that besides him sitting down drinking a cup of coffee and talking, he'd rather fall over the stage and all that, you know, trying to pretty much clown him. But let's see how you do with your ratings tonight in Chicago, which is a Bears and Cubs town. And that's all I have for you right now. And I promise you, once I do this garage, I'm going to get back into it like I usually do, 3 or 4 a day. So, without that, I'm KQ, KC, highly newly decorative channel, and I need your subscription. If you sub to my channel, just hit the icon bell, and you'll get notified each and every time I upload a video. And also, don't forget to hit that like button. And without that, like every video, I always end it by saying, I am not new to this shit. I'm true to this shit. Peace and love.